What's going on, everybody? It is Coach Deep, and the time is near. We are closer and closer to the official termination, the official resignation of Andrew Tate and his brother, Tristan Tate. All right. So, a lot of you have probably been following this. There was a hearing yesterday with this dude, right? And his brother, where he was trying to get bail on his extradition, right? And they're not going to give bail on extradition, all right? But what ended up happening is this motherfucker, he is trying to get bail, and the prosecutor doesn't want to do that, right? And most times, like when it comes to a bail, any type of bail, whether it's going extradition or just like you're charged in federal or state court or whatnot, and this is just my experience as being locked up. All right. If the prosecutor doesn't want to give bail, you're not going to fucking bail out. If the prosecutor's okay with some type of bail or some type of release, then you'll get it. So ultimately, it comes down to the prosecutor. Prosecutor doesn't want to do that. And this dumbass, during his hearing, he fucking made himself look even worse. He decided to speak and admitted that his life has been a fraud. All this shit that you guys have been buying into, right? This top G shit and all this bullshit about, him being, so wealthy and owning all this stuff and being this worldwide fucking monk or whatever the fuck you want to call it, right? It's all bullshit, right? He had some money coming in, obviously, to be able to rent vehicles and rent homes, but he didn't own any of this shit. That was all like, bullshit, really, right? So what it comes down to is he sold people a lie, and he was really good at it. And this is what the point of this video is, right? Is you guys have been following this guy for however many years, right? I just started recently hearing about his name in the last year or so. But I've seen a lot of you guys have been following this dude for years and years. He's been your God. He's been your Messiah, your fucking hero, right? When all it's been is a bunch of fucking bullshit, right? He's just a good talker, right? He's a good salesman. He sold you what you wanted to hear, because a lot of you guys are incels. A lot of you guys are not getting laid. A lot of you guys are struggling in your lives, not just your dating lives, but financially, in all aspects of your life, right? A lot of you guys are fucking bums, right? So what ended up happening is you bought the first thing that was presented to you that looked squeaky and clean in a way, right? Because he's got podcasts with OnlyFans girls and fucking models that he's paying, right? He's paying these women, doing transactions with them, right? So these are not his women, right? They're not interested in him. They're getting paid to be there. And a lot of you guys bought that as Andrew Tate's the man. Andrew Tate's the fucking GOAT. He's a top G. He's a player. He's a pimp, whatever, right? In reality, he was just fucking paying OnlyFans models, and then he started fucking raping them or something like that. I don't know all the full details about what happened, but point is that he was really good at scamming people, right? So whatever money he got from it, it was just off of lies. It's just he got on a camera and set a few things up, put a couple dollars to set them some stuff up, and you guys bought into it. He also had the advantage. See, a lot of you guys are so dumb and brainwashed, right? Where he could grab various races of men, right? White guys especially, right? He played that whole role of being this pro-white, kind of like the white man is the victim, and he is half white, right? And his whole name is completely Western Caucasian name, Andrew Tate, all right? So you people bought that based off the fact that, yeah, you could somewhat relate to him if you're a fucking white man, right? If you were a fucking pathetic incel white guy, you could buy into Andrew Tate, right? And he kept selling you that you're a white man and you're a victim, and people of color or other men of color are taking your opportunities or taking, this or that, and it's sold, right? Then also he was half black too, right? He's half black, this motherfucker. So plenty of black guys bought into this shit too. Plenty of this alpha. I'm an alpha black. I want to be a black alpha male. Yeah. fucking kangaroo shit, right? They bought into it. So he had plenty of races, even Hispanics, because he could pass as even Hispanic, right? Um, the name Andrew Tate's a very Christian type name, right? So you get these fucking Christian Hispanics that are, here in the United States are kind of like extreme right wingers, right? Um, you know, they bought the shit too, right? So you had plenty of people worldwide buy this crap, and that's how he made living, right? That's how he survived, was off of the lies he sold the retards. Um, because there's always going to be guys who are lost. There's always going to be guys that are not capable. There's going to be guys that are struggling in their dating lives, struggling with women. And when they see a fucking podcast with a bunch of fucking OnlyFans girls, and they don't know it's OnlyFans girls, and they see this guy playing top G, they actually believe that this guy is some kind of big daddy or something like that. When he wasn't. He was just a fucking retard moron. Okay? So point I'm trying to get at is you're not going to be seeing this guy anymore. He's not going to be on these little podcasts and doing videos and all that. What's going to end up happening, the truth of it, again, I've been locked up plenty of times, is they're going to hold him in Miami. They're not going to let him go. They're going to wait for UK to come get him, right? And UK is going to take their time, right? And he's suffering right now in a Miami federal prison, right? You don't want to be locked up. You'd rather be locked up in the UK than the United States. I'll tell you that right now. I've never been locked up in the UK, but our fucking correctional facilities here are fucking garbage. So he's going to be waiting. He's going to be waiting, right? Then he's not going to be able to bail out. Then UK is going to come get him. UK is going to drag him over to UK. And he's going to go to trial, and he's going to fucking lose. Right? He's going to lose, and he's going to get either life or something very close to life. He might get like 40, 50 years if he doesn't get a life sentence. And that's going to be the end of him, right? He's like in his mid-30s. By the time trial clears out, he'll be pushing 40. And then if you got 30, 40 years in prison, your life is done. Like, you and your brother are fucked, right? But then that's not going to be it, right? He could get 30 years. He could even get 25 years, right? We might have some sliver of hope, right? But then Romania has to try him. So they're going to drag him to Romania to do the trial in Romania. Romania is going to convict him because he's getting convicted. He's definitely getting convicted of some serious shit. Romania is going to convict him. Once Romania convicts him, they're going to give him life. And then they're going to go back and forth between where he's going to be housed the remainder of his life, whether it's going to be Romania or UK. And UK is probably going to be the better option out of the two. He's lucky he's not here in the United States. He'd get fucking hung here in the United States with those charges. But yeah, the dude is not getting out. The dude is not getting. So if he was your hero, he was your fucking messiah, he was your coach, say bye-bye to Andrew Tate. All right? He was a fucking pedophile. He's a fucking rapist. He's a fraud. He's a scammer. You want a real coach like myself who teaches you how to go out and really talk to women, how to fix your life, how to fix your mind, how to really be an alpha masculine male. All right? You don't need some fucking bald-headed fucking bobo, right? Who obviously has all these stupid, crazy accusations against him. You don't need to listen to some motherfucker like this. And there's people out there that have been protesting, right, outside of the correctional facility in Florida, in Miami, for him to be released. They're doing push-ups. I don't know if those people are paid or not, but like, this guy he's gonna dwindle away into nothingness eventually. So you can support him as much as you want right now, but in a year's time, he's going to be forgotten about. Nobody's going to remember his fucking name. And he might even commit suicide in fucking some kind of prison or jail somewhere. And that'll be the end of Andrew Tate, or his brother might commit suicide. Both of them are done either way. All right. Again, so if you want real coaching, you really want to level up and you want to fix your fucking dating life or your life in general as a man, right? Whether you're a person of color or you're fucking white, right? I'm the coach for you. Coach Deep, ethnic dating coach, desidatingcoach.com. Check my website out. I might do another follow-up video on Andrew Tate, but I mean, like I said yesterday, they had the hearing. He's not getting out. Doesn't look like he's getting out. And also doesn't look like, and looks like he said a lot of dumb shit about his life being a fraud, and this is all a show and a facade and things like that, which again, only retards would believe that this guy was really a top G, right? This guy was a fucking phony. Everybody saw that, right? Anybody who's normal, or anybody who has a fucking brain, or anybody who's actually masculine is an alpha male like myself, saw that, right? That this guy's a fucking phony. All right, he's a bitch. All right, and now he's crying like a bitch. Him and his brother are crying like bitches. All right, so but people bought it, and people thought this was really the top G, and he's not. And again, he's crying like a bitch to get out. And so I will have another video probably once he's extradited. Once they send him out to UK, I'll probably do another video. But keep watching, right? And you want a coach, you don't want a messiah. You don't want a fucking hero. You don't want a fucking god, right? You want a coach, someone who's going to guide you. You want a guider. You want guidance, right? If you're struggling as a guy. desidatingcoach.com. I will talk to you.